So if you're an artist, producer, or songwriter and you want to get involved in TV, film, sync licensing, in this video, I'm going to show you the 5 things that nobody's ever told you about this business and why it's one of the best kept secrets in the music industry. Welcome to the Sync My Music YouTube channel. My name is Jesse, and for the last 14 years, I've been making my full-time income by licensing the music I make from my home studio to TV shows, movies, commercials, and promos, commercials, radio stations, you name it. It is absolutely a possible path for you as well, and I know that because I have coached producers and musicians just like you over the last 6 years, getting their first foot into this business and learning how to start serving a marketplace that is willing to pay you. So it's a beautiful, wonderful industry to be a part of. And in this video, I want to reveal some secrets, some sort of unknown truths about this business that can really get you excited and get you on your path towards making full-time income with your music, if that's what you really are interested in doing. Okay. So number one, and this is a big myth about sync licensing, this business is not just for pop stars and rock stars. In fact, most placements that you'll see and hear on TV shows, movies, and commercials are from average Joes like you and I. I'm really nobody. I don't have a big following. I don't have a big fan base. I don't have any real fan base aside from having the subscriber base on this YouTube channel. But when I got started 14 years ago, had no fan base, had nothing, and I certainly didn't have a record deal. But I could still get into this business, and so can you. So you will hear some of those placements on TV, sure, that are from the top 40 artists, but those are very expensive for TV shows to license, so they will use them sparingly. The vast majority of the work and the income that gets generated from this side of the business is from average stay-at-home producers like me and you. So this is really an industry for the average Joe and average Jane. So do not worry if you're not a pop star, if you're not a rock star, if you don't have a charting track, if you don't have a viral hit, if you don't have a record label or a publishing deal. That's fine. That doesn't matter. All that matters in this business is that you have high quality music and you partner with high quality libraries. And I will show you how to find those companies at the end of this video. Number 2, you do not have to create cheesy, crappy music that makes you cringe. You do not have to worry about creating music that you don't love. In this business, especially in the last 20 years or so, you can create the music that you already love creating. So the most popular genres that do well in this business that I have found are rock, pop, hip hop, EDM, orchestral, which can include trailer and minimal music, corporate, and Latin music. So if you make music anywhere in those genres, you can be a player in this business. So you don't have to, quote unquote, sell out. You don't have to start making music that you don't believe in, and you don't have to start chasing music or genres that might make more money, but you don't have any passion for. So what's really awesome about the sync licensing business is you can stay focused on the music that you're passionate about as long as you are crafting it and making it for this business. So up until now, if you've been making music just for yourself or for maybe just your fan base or just putting it out online trying to gather a fan base, there's a completely different consideration or set of considerations you should have when you are steering your music toward the sync licensing business. So, and again, I'll show you how to start doing that at the end of this video. Now, number 3, this is a really big one. So unlike consumers that maybe you've been trying to market towards up until now, the TV film world actually has clients that want and expect to pay you for your work. What a novel, amazing concept, right? We musicians and producers are sort of used to giving a lot of our stuff away for free, especially with the internet revolution. Asking anybody to pay for your music at this point, it seems kind of ludicrous and almost ridiculous. But it's not always like that. In fact, the sync licensing business is not even really the music industry. We sort of step outside of the music business, and we are more tailored toward the TV and film industry, which has a lot of money, has a lot of clients, including corporate clients, and all of them do expect and pay producers like me and you to license and use our music. So if you are just tired and drained and exhausted from constantly trying to chase a marketplace full of consumers that really just don't feel like they need to be paying for the music they consume, well, TV film sync licensing business might be your best alternative because they still do appreciate music to the point where they will pay you. And that's how people really show their appreciation, is they put their money where their mouth is and they actually pay you both upfront for syncing your music, and you can get back-end royalties through the performing rights organization. So I'll explain those actually at the end of this video, okay? Number 4, you do not need to, and this is what a lot of producers think they need to. Number 4, you do not need to hunt down music supervisors or producers or directors of movies or TV shows in order to get your tracks placed. I know that there are a large number of musicians and artists out there who feel like that is the only way you can get placements, is you have to go searching through IMDb, try to find some hot music supervisor that's got some great shows. You get you get their LinkedIn profile, you send them a DM, you send them on Twitter, you send them on Facebook, and you just kind of keep hounding all these people, and hopefully one of them responds to you. I don't recommend that approach. I don't think that's a really wise approach. And I definitely don't think that it is the way to start securing consistent placements in this business. So rest assured, you do not have to do that, okay? You can work with music libraries. These are essentially publishers in the library, in the music licensing world, TV film world. And they are in the business of having an open door policy to accept new producers and musicians like yourself. So you don't have to worry about being 1 out of 1,000 emails in some music supervisor's inbox, knowing you're probably going to get ignored, knowing they're probably not going to work with you, and you know that you're sort of shooting in the dark and hoping that something sticks. You can go about this business much more intelligently, and you can actually create a pitch, a serviceable pitch to a company that is well thought out, that is well researched, and significantly, like exponentially increases your odds of getting accepted by them. But of course, what's more important, getting placements that can earn you that passive income road, that passive income income down the road. So that is the approach that I took 14 years ago, which kept me relevant in this business to this day. And I will teach you certainly how to do that at the end of this video. And then number 5, you can decide your involvement in this business. You can do this part-time if you'd like to, or you can pursue this to the point where it creates full-time income for yourself. Both are possible. I have many producers that are going at this business extremely intensely, and they are on a path to making this their full-time income. I have other producers who don't have that intention, and they just want to see their music get placed here and there on some TV shows. It'd be kind of a fun side hustle for them, and that is okay as well. You basically get to decide your involvement in this industry. Right now, if you are primarily interested in building a fan base for yourself and you're putting out original music and putting out music videos, growing your social media presence, all that kind of stuff, you don't have to give 100% of your energy to sync licensing if that's not really what you want to do. You can give 25%, you can give 50%, you can give 75%. Whatever you feel would be a wise use and a breakup of your time and your career is absolutely acceptable. Of course, the more you push into this business, the more you feed it, the more it feeds you. So it sort of is a one-to-one reciprocal kind of a relationship. If you only feed a library a couple of tracks every so often, you probably only expect a couple of placements every so often, but you get to decide that. That's totally on you. And libraries, for the most part, are open to working with you in any capacity that you are able to. Of course, the more that you contribute to them, the more that you communicate with them, the more they're probably going to open their doors to you and invite you to some potentially lucrative opportunities. But if you have high quality music, it's really steered towards them, it's really geared towards their clients, they're going to be more than happy to accept whatever music you can give to them on an annual basis. So just know that you don't have to be 100% committed if you're not really sure it's going to be something you want to focus on. In fact, I have a lot of students who dip their toes in the water just a little bit in the first couple of months. Some of them see some great results and decide, you know what, I think I want to do this a lot more consistently. And then they start to devote more and more of their time to it. It's totally okay to do that. It's absolutely acceptable. So that's what's really awesome and flexible about this side of the business. Now, as I promised you, how do you find these companies? How do you put that pitch together? How do you make sure that the tracks and the music that you are creating are steered towards this business and are going to increase your chances of getting accepted and increase your chances of getting placements? I have all those questions answered in this Sync Starter course, which you can get for free right now. So in the description box of this video, you can click on a link. You just put your email address in the inbox, or in the box that you see on the screen, and then you can watch this 5-part series instantly if you want to, all at once, or if you'd like to, I will email them to you one at a time. So that's why I need your email address, okay? This is the complete beginner's guide to sync licensing. I will show you how this business works, give you a bird's eye view of it, let you know what kind of realistic numbers you can expect to earn, like the actual sync fees you can earn, back-end royalties, the actual annual income you can actually see in this business, depending on, of course, how much you want to devote to it. I will show you how to find those companies, as I said before. I will also give you the 5 biggest mistakes that I think kill most producers and musicians' path in this career, in this side of the business. And I'm going to make you aware of those 5 mistakes on day 1 of your journey so that you don't have to. In fact, I'll recommend some services for you that will guarantee you avoid those 5 mistakes and get you closer to wherever it is you want to go. Part-time, maybe full-time, income with this business. So this is the time to get started in this industry. So click on that link in the description box and I'll see you in that starter course. Other than that, please do subscribe to this channel. I would appreciate that. If you found this video helpful and useful, educational, leave a like, share it with somebody else that you feel could benefit from this information. And I would love to see you on this channel. I release videos like this every single week. I usually do Monday and Wednesday. In fact, I have been doing Monday and Wednesday for the last several years, new videos. So definitely subscribe so you can get access to this kind of information from somebody that's been doing this for well over a decade. I love teaching. I love answering new questions. If there's something about this business that you are confused about, you're not really sure, leave it as a comment below. I will guarantee answer your question. So do not be shy, reach out and subscribe. Welcome to the Sync My Music channel.